Bad Blood this weekend. I think the show is this upcoming Saturday.
What's the official theme song?
Some future Metro Boomin song.
It's not the Taylor Swift.
No,
Oh,
I don't think
that's unfortunate.
they could do that.
Look, I need somebody. Look, I saw someone put up like different songs for the graphic of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk for Hell in a Cell, and like I gotta say, like if they had that Taylor Swift and baby now we got bad blood, that'd be funny. I think that'd be funny. Personally, can someone do that for me? I don't know. Zekumaki, if he's listening, can you throw up the Taylor Swift Bad Blood with the graphic for the advertisement for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for Hell in a Cell, please? Just at me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, Daily DDT put out, and this comes like after Swerve's Breakfast Club interview. Shout out to Swerve too. His birthday's tomorrow. So happy birthday, Swerve. But he basically he talked a lot of different topics on that thing. I think you guys should check it out. And then it kind of led to Daily DDT sending out a tweet. This is like the third month in a row. I think no black male has been in a singles match or on any of these shows. And, we've talked about these things on this show. We talked about SummerSlam, obviously. Talked about the exit.
Oh, I thought it was black wrestler, period. And then I think the last time was a black male on the show was like SummerSlam with Ricochet and Logan Paul.
Yeah, Sarah, for the truth, Sarah brought that up. And it was like an entire thing this weekend. I had some fun with people. I got to meet many people who were not literate. I got to, talk with people in a space. I invited people to come tell me why I was wrong. Unfortunately, no one succeeded. I'm looking at the card. All I see are Samoans, whites, and Irish. I mean, this looked WWE to me. Like, I don't
look here, Mr. Up North man. That sounds real ethnic. The way you say, all they got is Samoans, whites, and
I just saying. So they've got Liv Morgan.
Do you want to talk about how we don't take care of ourselves the way they do? Exactly the way you.
I'm just saying. I know who I don't see. Let's say that.
Okay.
Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Dom in a shark cage.
He's in a shark cage?
Yes, they're doing this thing again. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor.
What? But they still got like JD McDonough and shit to do to run in. I wasn't supposed to know that, right? Or supposed to think about that, right?
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell match.
So wait, how does that work? If he's in a cage, and they got to lower the shark cage, like does that interfere with the cell?
You would think, right?
Or is he going to be like not actually just like placed up above the ring, like maybe he's like off on the ramp?
Nah, he's above the ring from what it says.
Huh. All right. They got my curiosity for this nonsense. How they gonna logistically do this?
Nia Jax versus Bayley again.
But then again, you know what they're gonna do?
What?
They're gonna during one of the long ass breaks between matches. They can bring it down and they put the fucking cage up in suspension.
Yep. And then,
Damn it.
And then Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. So, like, there's some, like, who's going to main event this show? And it's like...
You know who's going to main event this show?
Shit. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck,
this shit is called Bad Blood, not Hell in a Cell.
Look, niggas is crying about CM Punk not getting the main event. We already
they are.
There's
tough shit. He shows.
Look, there's politicking going on with them trying to get the main event. There's nasty shit happening. I hope it all ends for the worst. But back to seeing no niggas on this show. So they named Jade and Bianca as the hosts of this show. That's right. They're treating Bianca Belair like the Miz. They do this because they're pulling up to Atlanta, Georgia, James, State Farm Arena, they'll spend the bread on the Future song. They'll spend the bread on shooting something with Metro Boomin and Cody. This is pandering. This is the pandering with that when people bring pandering up and it's like, oh, I don't know. No, this is it. But you can't even promote your own athletes and spotlight them. This is so fake. This is like so corporately created. Like, what can we do for the place we're in? You know. But like, I don't know, man. Like, this is not somebody's gimmick or whatever that they come like in Swerve's case. I compare it to that. Like, Swerve actually does music, and this stuff is brought in to enhance him. This shit is not to enhance Bianca.
Nope.
Like, this is to wrap a particular aesthetic around the show, the city, while just leaving everyone else out.
Yeah.
It
would be like having like it'd be like having like Raven or Perry Saturn like around like some thrash band or whatever else from the 90s, and then like them niggas ain't on the show wrestling. Like, but you brought in Metallica. That's weird.
Like, they're gonna do like,
or you brought you brought in Slayer. That's weird.
They're gonna have people sitting at ringside. Like, would you be shocked to not see like Offset there, or like, hell, they're in Atlanta. Anybody could be fucking there.
Anybody could be there, and like the thing is this: there are gonna be people that are gonna pull up there or whatever else because like people love fucking wrestling, and whether they famous or not, or from Atlanta or not, like they're gonna show up because like they got the money to go there. So like there'll be people in that ring. There'll be people that in that ringside audience that we'll see, and I guarantee you, for every one person they show, there'll be like 2 or 3 people that we like. Oh, this person's also famous, but like they won't get the you know, so and so or whatever else is there. Not gonna be like, oh my god, Young Dro's here. It's not happening.
Right. I don't know, man. I just think this all stinks, and it's just like I said on the space I did the other day.
Oh my god, Monica's there. Sorry, yeah. Had to do it.
Like, I'm not saying count the Negroes, but it's painfully obvious that there have been people that Paul Levesque sees as stars or worth booking, and there are people that he does not. Because Karrion Kross cannot have just one; he can have 2 managers and a faction. I know he's not on the show, but these are steps that they're taking to ensure this guy, you know, gets his shot. This Bianca and Jade tag team, quite frankly, sucks.
Shambolic.
It is shambolic and is a waste of Bianca. And Jade's been in WWE for a year. She has had 38 matches, gained nothing. She's had short squashes because they don't trust her. But the fact that you got her from AEW, you have to put her out there to try to use her rather in the way that you would normally use someone like her is you would send Jade to NXT. So Jade has to be in a position to once again try to be a star far beyond her experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
or you put her and have her do double duty.
Right. Make her work both. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, and it's not necessarily about like how good she is or is not. It's like the hole that she's pigeoned in, essentially. There's no way to get better. There's no way to
you don't get better doing squashes.
Right.
What up, Hook?
Right. I think Hook and Jay would be a fun parallel to compare throughout their careers. But the Bianca thing is really, really funny to me because it's like,
you know what they're doing, Rich. They're setting it up like it's been a year, right? But whether it's in 6 months or 9 months or a full year from now, they're going to have the split. And then they'll do their program. And people will talk about how you know, they were together for so long, so it's so emotional. And it's like, everything Triple H is doing is like very, very simplistic, but it's working because it's common sense stuff. But for us, it's so slow. It's very, very slow. He's doing things that should take 6 months and dragging them out over 12 months. And this was a thing he was doing with NXT, except NXT had better wrestling, top to bottom. But we were okay with that because they only had four pay-per-views every year. They got 12 or more now. So now you're seeing it exposed in that kind of way. So it's like, it seems so undynamic because it's like they're building towards something every 30 days or every 4 weeks as opposed to they're building towards something every 4 months. This is the problem. Like, so this is a thing of like, when it was NXT, it made more sense. Here it doesn't, because you have to burn out all these matches and all these things you come up with to do, and ultimately you're left with like, all right, I guess this shit gets left off TV or left off pay-per-view and to put on TV or whatever else, and these people are gonna be stuck seemingly forever in mud. And by mud, I not mud, but like just stuck in slow motion.
No,
Sorry,
that's a lot more of a positive outlook.
To be fair, it's still light years beyond what Vince was doing. Still light years beyond, but it is slow. It is very slow burn.
You know, I gotta wonder, and this is just me thinking this. Is it like we see the women's feuds that have gotten the time and the spotlight, and under Triple H? Is it the fact that like you can't do a Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley style storyline with Bianca because we know who she's with, that she can't get in these positions? Like, you can't do some over sexualized like storyline with Bianca Belair. So like she's been moved out to the side essentially.
Well, there's 2 lines of thought on that. There is obviously what you're alluding to, where like they do not want or maybe maybe Triple H does not want to do the taboo or the white guy is booking a storyline of a white guy and a black guy and a white woman having an affair. And then there's also the part where it's also like, I lost track of what I was saying. What was the other thing I was going to say? I'm sorry, I just lost it. Sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, but like, is it all right? Is it like, because we see how? Oh,
sorry, I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, the part where like, hey man, the history of pro wrestling says, hey, if you are a couple or a relationship, do not do an angle like that because someone's going to fucking having an affair. There's also that part too. Yeah. So you always gotta be careful with that, because remember when Cody and Brady were doing that shit on AEW, and like, nah man, cut that shit. Nope, don't do it. You're gonna lose you're gonna fuck around. Don't do it.
So it's like, has she been moved because they're in favor of like these very sexual storylines and stuff like that, which I don't recall Bianca ever doing anything like that. So I don't know, man. It's just, I think there are a lot of questions to ask about the usage of black wrestlers in WWE.
Absolutely. And I think, just like there should still be happening in AEW. Just right now, AEW is doing it better right now.
And I think
like that was always the thing. Both of these companies should always be questioned at all times about this, but one was doing it better at a certain time than the other, so one got the benefit of the doubt more than the other. At one point, WWE was doing it better. Now AEW is doing it better, so therefore now WWE should get more of the criticism. That's how this works. Neither one of these companies are great at this necessarily.
Look, people are horrified at the thought of the question of it. The jokes that you gotta take during this. The scorn, like the actual thoughtful stuff that people can draw the parallels for. It's like, these people did not handle this well. When a lot of people pointed this out, like myself and Lyric largely came to the same point. They're showing up to Atlanta, Georgia, and decided no black men were suitable to wrestle tonight, nor black women at all, right? But they can host. We can send y'all out there.
I guess they call that Southern hospitality.
Oh my god.
You like that bar, don't you?
Amazing.
I actually listened to Players Ball the other day too, so yeah. had that big line right there for you.
So it came out, the Lucha